Hey guys, how's it going? We'll go ahead and get started here. Today we're going to go over how to add a style sheet to the page and just some basic styling of text. So in order to add a style sheet, you have to have link rel equals style sheet. It should auto-populate it there. And the type equals text CSS. And then href equals, and this will be where you select where your style sheet is located, but I'll have to create one here first. Sorry, go ahead and create one. So here's style sheet. I've added that. It's created now, and let's try this again. Equals pick URL, and it should be located there now. So there it is. And then you just close that off. Alright, so my style sheet has been added. And, oops, I want that in the header. I did it right below the header, so let's try this again. There we go. So now that little green squiggly is no longer there. So I'm just gonna take and put in some text. I'll copy and paste it in here. Alright, let's go ahead and look at that in the browser. So this is just the text without any style, and that's how it looks. So let's go ahead and add some style to that. And I'm gonna make this a class. And I'm just going to name it para. So one of the difference between a class and an ID, a class is usually used if you're going to use this multiple times throughout your code, the same CSS. You want to use a class, where an ID is usually just used once. And to do a class, it's just .p, since that's my class, or actually sorry, .para, and then for a ID, it would be #para, like this, if I actually did an ID instead of a class. So that's the difference between a class and an ID. And I'm going to choose a different font family here. So for that command, it's just font family. And I'm going to choose Georgia because I like the way that looks. I recommend using, for your text, for the users to be able to read it, and for clean text, Georgia or Arial. Those are pretty safe for your web content. And I'm going to go ahead and change the font size. And I'm going to do 14 pixels. For the font size. You can make it whatever you want. So let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, I gotta do it here, sorry. Alright, so there it is with the changes that I made. Let me do another paragraph tag without the changes, so that way you can see the difference between the two. Go ahead and copy this again, paste it in there, and let's pull this up in the browser again. So there's a little bit of difference there. Let's do font weight, and I want that to be, let's do like 700, just an extreme. We can compare the difference there. I keep doing that. Sorry about that. I have to go over here. It's Microsoft Visual Studio. You have to be in the HTML page in order to preview it in the browser. Okay, so see how it's more bold? Another thing is, like, we can change the line height to affect the spacing in between the lines. And that usually gives it a more clean look as well. And as you see, the line spacing changed. let's do like let's do 3.0 EM, and you can see the difference. It's going to really space here. Okay, that's too much spacing, but that's just an example. I was showing you the difference between the two. Let's go ahead and change that back to 1.5. And let's say we want to change the background color of this. Let's actually do it in the body. The body's going to be like your whole page. So background, pound, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 6 times that's going to be black. There's different colors that you can use here. You can type black, but that's not a good practice. This is more standard HTML practice, but let's go do that, see what that looks like. You're not going to be able to see any font because the whole screen's black. But let's go here, and color is how you change the font color. So I'm going to do pound FF 6 times, and that'll be white. So let's run that. Oops. And now you can only see this text. There's text below here, but you cannot see that because I only styled this in the CSS. But let's say you want all of your paragraph tags to be colored white. So we could do P, and that'll be all of your paragraph tags, and save that. And now you should be able to see both. Okay, there it is, it's back. And same works for like an H3, a header. This is a header, and let's go over here and do H3. And let me just do reds. So this is what I was talking about. This isn't the best practice, but you can use that as well. So I'm just going to type red here. And there's my header tag. So that'll affect any H3 on the page will be red. That's pretty much all I have for this tutorial. I'm going to go over div tags and styling a lot more in the future. I just wanted to kind of go over some of the basic commands that you'll do with CSS and HTML. So I'll see you in the future. Thank you.